All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to talk about a big loss for Terence Crawford, as it appears that the fight with Canelo Alvarez is set. However, very unfortunate event took place that is going to dilute the value of that fight. And despite claims by Terence Crawford that this win would make him equal to Muhammad Ali, brother, that is absolutely positively delusional, especially after the fight that took place with William Skull and Canelo Alvarez. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. And in this video, we're going to be in the 168-pound division where it looks like it is set that September 12th, Terence Crawford will be fighting Canelo Alvarez. It will be billed as a fight, if Terence Crawford wins it, will make him one of the greatest fighters of all time because he was able to go up from 154 to 168 and become an undisputed champion. Terence Crawford himself had said that a win against Canelo Alvarez would put him on the level of Muhammad Ali, who many people consider to be the greatest fighter of all time, if not the greatest heavyweight of all time, but at the very least, somebody with a track record in the sport of boxing that is almost unparalleled, if not completely unparalleled. But before I get into that, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you guys so much for your continued support. Canelo Alvarez had a fight last weekend with William Skull, and it was one of the most boring, non-productive fights that I think I've ever seen, especially considering the fights that had taken place the day before, almost all of them boring. Now, after Canelo Alvarez beat William Skull, Terence Crawford got in the ring, Turki Al-Sheikh holding his hand, cleared out the ring, and Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford had a face-off. Here's the problem, though. The idea that this fight between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez is some groundbreaking fight relies on one major thing, that the perception is that Terence Crawford is doing something that he cannot do. Understand that. When somebody goes up that much weight and he fights somebody and he is not the underdog, but yet if he was to fight several other people in that division, he would be the underdog. I argue that that win is not what the boxing media would chalk it up to be. And let me be very, very, very clear when I say this. Canelo Alvarez is not a 168-pounder. He's not one. He is a 160-pounder, I think, heavy up into 168, right? But he's a big, strong guy. I'm a great fighter and all of that. However, over the last several fights, like William Skull, Berlanga, Munguia, people have been going the distance with Terence Crawford for a while now. Even going the distance with Canelo Alvarez for a while now. Even Jermell Charlo was able to go 12 rounds with Canelo Alvarez, coming up 2 weight classes for the same thing, right? Now, please note, nobody said that Jermell Charlo was going to be a world breaker for going for undisputed at 168 if he had won that fight. People just called it a money grab and a cash grab, right? However, with Terence Crawford, even though Canelo Alvarez is looking depleted, looking like he's not trying to fight top competition anymore, well over 60 fights in his career, has been a professional since like 2000. And I'm pretty sure he's almost a 20-year pro. He turned professional sometime around 2005, 2006. This Canelo Alvarez is an old fighter fighting in a bigger weight class, and it's already noted that Canelo Alvarez has problems with slick fighters that move around a lot. And that's what he said after the William Skull fight. So let's say, how big a win is this for Terence Crawford when you say that a win like this would bring him equal to Muhammad Ali? You're saying that Canelo Alvarez is the akin of Sonny Liston or George Foreman at the top of their careers. Absolutely not. Both of these guys were knockout machines that people thought Ali had no chance to win. As soon as he got in the ring, they thought he had no chance to win against either one of those guys. That's not the case in large part with Canelo Alvarez, because Canelo Alvarez is older and he's shown a lot of vulnerability. So how well is that win really going to age when, number one, Canelo Alvarez is not the best guy in that division that we know of? Now David Benavidez did go up to 175, but again, I posit the same thing. If Terence Crawford cannot beat David Benavidez or David Morrell, and it's David Benavidez that he would be the huge underdog to, but yet he moves up and fights a guy that he's not a huge underdog to, that's what you call selective matchmaking. And that is something Terence Crawford has been excellent at his entire career. And I'm telling you, after this fight, regardless of what happens, that it's going to be looked at in that light. It's going to be looked at in like, yeah, he picked the right time for the right person. He's an older fighter, already the same size, if not bigger than Canelo Alvarez. Literally, he's looking down at Canelo Alvarez at a face-off. Bro, that's not the same thing as Sonny Liston. That's not the same thing as George Foreman. It's just not the same thing. And I don't believe for anything that Terence Crawford is going to get credit well beyond Floyd Mayweather for doing this, specifically as Floyd Mayweather Jr. has already beaten Canelo. Erislandy Lara, in many people's mind, have already beaten Canelo. Dimitri Bivol, although he's bigger, has already beaten Canelo. And Canelo refuses to fight the top guys in his own division. So really, what is it? It's two big names. Two big names, and I'm telling you, my worry for this fight is that they're going to hype it up, and Terence Crawford does not engage with Canelo. Moves, tries to pot shot, tries to slip, pot shot, move, and he may be able to win a fight doing that, but not sitting down throwing any real shots, because he wouldn't do that for very much with Madmarov, and Madmarov is no Canelo. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that this would not be a huge win for Terence Crawford. It would be a huge win for Terence Crawford if he's able to do that, and he's definitely going to be an underdog in a lot of people's minds in that fight. And by the way, there's also a very significant chance that Canelo Alvarez basically just played, played possum and just didn't chase. Like, man, I got the win, I'm not chasing this guy around, and really may not have put all his effort out for that money. And then he, being more active than Terence Crawford, he goes into the fight with Terence Crawford a little more sharp than Terence, is able to pressure Terence, because Terence is going to have to land shots in order to get a decision against Canelo. Also, you've got the strength of the fact that Turki Al-Sheikh has a 4-fight deal with Canelo. And Terence Crawford, I don't believe, has a 4. He wants to do this and retire. I mean, there's all kind of things against Terence Crawford in this particular fight lined up against him. So I don't want to minimize the win, but if it happens, but at the same time, I don't want people to don't get beside yourself, because Floyd Mayweather Jr. already beat Canelo Alvarez. And undisputed, yeah, that's something that is cool, but that's something that is more political than anything else. As you see, Terence Crawford is getting a shot at undisputed at his first fight at 168. He got a shot at the title, and they are begging to give him belts at 154. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.